Hi friends, we are into the 16th lecture in the series of yogas. As I already told you, yoga are more like empirical formula. You have to apply your common sense also to understand how they will fructify because other planets are also working in a chart besides the yoga causing planets or their position. Now we are going into the next uh, Mahapurusha Yoga. We have already seen the basis of Mahapurusha Yoga or how they are supposed to fructify, or what are the parameters required. We also know they are pretty powerful yogas. And now we are going into Bhadra Mahapurusha Yoga. Bhadra also means gentleman. So you can see Ruchaka Yoga has a different meaning and Bhadra Yoga has a different meaning. What is Bhadra Yoga? When Mercury occupies his own Rashi or Rashi of exaltation in a square and is fortified with strength. So he should not be rather weak. Then Bhadra Mahapurusha Yoga is said to have occurred. Now we must understand that for most of the planets, their Rashi of exaltation is different than their Rashi or sign, whatever you want to call it, of their own sign. But in case of Mercury, he also gets exalted in Virgo, which is his own sign. So please remember this. Of course, it depends on the degrees where he is considered as in Mula Trikona, where he is considered as in uh, exaltation, and so on. So when we consider strength, we have to consider all these things, even the Digbala, the directional strength. So obviously, Mercury getting uh, the directional strength in ascendant, the Lagna, which is also called as the eastern direction, we should understand that the description of the Jataka which is given in the yoga would be for the strongest of the yoga, which will happen when the yoga occurs in the Lagna, the ascendant. Does it mean at other places it would not be the description of the person? It would be, but the area would be different. Because if it is in fourth house, it would perhaps relate to his house, vehicles, etc., etc. If in the 10th house, his career, and so on and so forth. So don't take these things literally. You will, in other yoga of Pancha Mahapurush also think of it in this fashion. So, like in case of course, Ruchak Mahapurusha Yoga, in the 10th he is the strongest, Mars in the strength is strongest, but he aspect the Lagna. So the figure would be same, but this would not happen for all the planets. So please understand this. So now what is happening? The shloka goes something like Shardula Pratibha. Shardul is lion. He looks like a lion. P Navakshak Gajagati, woman. I'll try to give the shloka below because sometimes you may not be able to understand the pronunciation or the meaning of the word. I have been trying to give the shlokas that I recite in the down below section of the YouTube videos. So, and I also give the English transliteration behind it so that those who cannot read the uh, Devanagari script can read it. So, he has a strong chest. Pina is strong, or Pina has many meanings. It means strong, it can means very dense, it can means mm, large. So Pina Vaksha, Gajagati, he walks at a sedate pace. He doesn't run. That generally goes to the Mars. You see, he's the fighter, he wants to run and be always in action, but that is not the case with Mercury. So we know he is called the Kumar or the prince in the planetary cabinet. So this is how this person would be. Anything more? Pina Janu Bhuja. Pina means again strong. Ajanu means reaching to the knees. So his uh, arms will be, rather hands would be so large that they would be reaching his knees. They would be strong. You will find generally the Description of his strength is being given everywhere. Prajna Chaturascha. He is knowledgeable. He is pretty smart. That is one of the, anyway, you know that Mercury is supposed to be somebody who can grasp things very easily, very fast. And Yogavid, one who understands yoga. So, what is this yoga? I mean, if we think about it, many people can have such yoga. Yoga is not the yoga with yoga, but this sort of yoga, the combination, planetary combination. And would everybody understand yoga? No, I think yoga primarily means coming together of mind and intellect, which means somebody who is not easily swayed by his mind. He would think properly and act upon it. So, somebody who knows yoga means somebody who is pretty steady, is the way I would interpret this yoga with, because literally it means he understands yoga. Uh, but I have given you my reason why I think there is something a bit different meaning. Satvikaha Shobhanangrashta Shobhana Shvashu Sanyutah. So his sattvic means his gentlemanly, we can call it, or sattva also means strong. Now with a well built, chest and say good strong arms, naturally he would be strong. So sattvika might also relate to his being strong. Sattva means being strong. That is one of the attributes given to Mars. If you look in the our astrological classics, you will find that Mars is given the sattva also, not the sattva guna. Sattva means the strength. So Shobhanangrascha, his legs, or rather more so his feet, are beautiful to look at. Means they would be proportionate. Obviously, that person is proportionate, though he has got strength and a pretty strong body, pretty perhaps even large body, because Sinha, Shardul, a lion, has a very large chest. You understand? So that is why Shardula Pratima Pinavaksha. He looks like a lion. He has a large chest, or he has a strong chest. That is what is the description given. Kami, he is full of desires. Kama generally is connected to sex, but it need not be connected to sex. Kama also has its origin in, Kama Krodha Lobha is Kamana. Kamana are desires. And as you will see, he will become a king, and kings desire to have authority, a large empire of their own. So Kami does fit in. Because Satvika and Kami doesn't fit in, so perhaps this is how it is. He desires, adulation of people. He would desire power. He would want to know more and more about knowledge, because he is already Prajna, the one who is extremely intelligent. And Shankha Chakra Gada Shara Chakra Kunjara, these marks are there on his palm. Chinna kai is what he said. Chinna is marks. Kunjara Chinna kai. Where on the palm. Those who are well versed in palmistry could understand it. These are Shankha is the conch shell, Gada is the mace, Chakra is the throwing disc, like that of Lord Krishna, who had the spinning disc in his finger. If you remember if you have seen the statue or painting of Lord Krishna or even Vishnu, you will find he will always have all those things in his hand. Isn't it? And Mercury's Adhidevata is Lord Vishnu. This I have not said in my Hindi lecture, but here I am telling, because most of the people understanding Hindi, our colloquial language, might understand that. So I have not dwelt much upon it. Marks of arrow, marks of elephant would be there on his palm. So those who are palmist and well versed in that science could also understand what are the implications of it. I am no great in palmistry. I will be very fair with you. Other marks that are of a flag, and langal is a sort of mark. Langal has many meanings. One is also monkey faced. So his hands, they are said Chinnakita Agri Karambuja. Ambuja means lotus. So maybe he has hands which are like lotus, which I would mean pinkish or reddish hands. That is how I would interpret it. Then, is there any other description of this guy? So, Sunasika, Shastra Veda. Sunasika means he has a good nose, prominent nose perhaps, and wonderfully proportionate to his face is obvious because Sunasika, good nose, is said. Shastra Veda, Dhiraha, he is pretty, what can I say? Dhira is a complex thing. Dhira, one meaning is courageous, but Dhira also means it is always connected with Dhira Gambhira. Somebody who is pretty, uh, not conservative, what the word should I use? Who is very mature, doesn't get disturbed because of calamities that come to him. So that is the basic meaning of Dhira, though courageous also is one of the meanings. Krishna Kuntal. So then he says about his hair, which are black. Krishna is always black. Krishna is name of God also. He was also black. And so his hair are beautiful and black and sometimes curly also. Swatantra. He is of independent thought. We can also say Swatantra has so many meanings. Swatantra means independent. But I would say he is an original thinker is the might be the way. I mean, he doesn't go only by tradition or only by some ism. He thinks out of the box. Maybe that is the reason. That is how we should interpret the word Swatantra. In all his work, Sarvakarishu is all his work. Swajana Prina Naksha. He protects his what we say his relatives, those who are very close to him, rather his readers. Swajana has a larger span. Swajana means own people, but own people can be relatives, they can also be his clan. So he does take care of him. He is competent to care for them. Aishwarya Bhujjate, Chastya Nityam Mitra Janahi Pare. His wealth is also enjoyed by his friends and other people. Wish to me would mean that he is he donates things for good people or helps people by utilizing his wealth in the right manner. This must be the reason. Tulaya Tulito Bharat Pramitaha Stri Sutarvita, he has wife and children, so that is okay. He has a family. In ancient India, this was part of Dharma. And his weight is about 1 Pramita. Pramita is a measure of old time. Could be around 1 kg or something in today's world, but it's a the measures were done in a different manner. Then Sakshemo Bhupati, that is what he said. Sakshemo means he is taken care of, he is always protected, and Sakshema has Kshema means protection actually. Bhupati he means king. So he is a king of what place? Madhya Desham, the center part of India. Shatam Sama. Either that means he lives for 100 years or he is Bhupati, that means he rules for 100 years. Take your choice. I would think that it is more like he lives for 100 years. And some say that he lives for 80 years. So there is a difference of opinion between great acharyas about the lifespan of this person. Now, the next question we have understood this. So, what else do we need to understand about it? As we said that for pure yoga, Mercury has to be alone. There is no doubt about it. stronger he is, the uh, intensity of the yoga would be more. Weaker he is, the intensity would be less. No yoga disappears. And there are other planets also in the chart, your chart, which can be influencing those houses where he occupies. So one thing is certain, it has to be own house or house of exaltation, and in a Kendra, that is square, where he gains strength. There is no doubt about it. The connection is very simple. If it is in Lagna, that is ascendant, he would be aspecting the seventh house. So he would, Mercury gives strength to the house he aspects. And a strong Mercury aspecting the house in front of him would naturally give more strength to those houses. So his education, you can understand where he is placed and where he aspects. So that is okay. But sometimes there could be affliction of Rahu. Then what happens? To my mind, the yoga doesn't extinguish itself. People may not know how strong he is. That is the way Rahu operates. One, and the results would be had in the dashas of Rahu instead of Mercury. Because then Rahu, in the house of Mercury himself, because he would be in either of his own houses, even in exaltation, and the house lord, which is again Mercury. So here we have to understand that maybe with Rahu the results would be unexpected. People might not understand how strong he is. He might be appearing to be a simple person, a modest person rather. But the results would not occur in the dasha of Mercury, they would occur in the dasha of Rahu. We have seen that in Vishottari dasha, how the nodes operate in their dashas, respective dashas. At the same time, suppose Sun is there. This Sun, if he is in close proximity with Mercury, the intensity would go down. This we have to understand. If he is more than 10 degrees distant from Mercury, then most of the results would be there, but then still Sun would have his own influence, and so especially in Lagna, there could be some influence of Guru or somebody on that person. That is a possibility, it's not certain. And a bit of ego could be there. Would it be great ego? I don't think so, because he is Swatantra, Satvika, etc. are the descriptions. So not much, but maybe that person would appear to be very confident also, in addition to all these things. But the intensity would be less. We must always remember this. Because the yogas are given in their purity, so the results should also be in their purity. In isolation, one planet at one point, no other planet aspecting it or conjoining it, etc. etc. So, my dear friends, I take your leave. These lectures will be shorter because one thing, I am trying to translate the shlokas for you and give my opinion about it, but they are not as usual the 25, 22 minutes, 23 minutes, sometimes 30 minutes lectures that I, despite having taken a whole not to talk beyond 20 minutes, I usually talk that much. But here, in yoga lectures, the lectures will be shorter. Some gentlemen also asked me on our channel why your Pushkal Yoga lecture is not as long as your lectures are, but this is the reason. So, my dear friend, I shall take your leave, and we will meet in the next lecture. It will be 17th, I suppose. And after Mercury, naturally Jupiter will come, so which will be Hansa Mahapurusha Yoga. And I shall meet you at that time. Do go on giving your comments. Many a times people ask me about complex, my opinion on analysis of a chart. Please, if you can desist, I would be very happy. This is a forum for astrologers to learn from, not for predictions. So, a very good night.